Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hanifah Fidatul Ilmi. I will present about office work and administration. Definition of administration. Administration is derived from the language Latin Greek, consists of the which means to ministry, which means to serve, to have, and to fulfill. So administration is a service or destination to a particular subject. Administration is the administration of leading a part in institution. So it can be said that the administration nothing more than reading or marking, talking notes record, send a store information, carried out by a number of individuals in a room, file to table, chair, and pile of paper of file contain various information. In essence, administrative administration is an activity keep a record of everything that happens in an organization that are used as information for either from the administrative definition above. It appears that its activities are not limited to administration, but the whole activity or a series of activities for controlling cooperative business group of individuals, human to achieve a common goal. Next, administrative activities that relate to office service, including number 1, correspondence and reports. This activity is related to recording relationship or work partnership, organization, or office up to preparation of things that must be reported to the leadership. Number 2, relationship. This is related to the process of correspondence, receiving and sending telephone as well as facsimiles and letters. Number 3, recording and calculation. This activity is related to report data status and other. Number 4, record management. This is important to keep letter or document that are considered important and related to activities organization. Administration is essentially a service text in about information in form of SIG activity patterns. Number 1, collect. 2, take notes. 3, manage. 4, debugging. 5, send. 6, save. Next, administrative tasks. When viewed from the subsection, head of administration. Number 1, make a letter of accountability for the use of routine funds. Number 2, coaching and career development of administrative employees. Number 4, arrange administrative program. Number 4, dividing administrative tasks and implementing assistant. Number 5, prepare report and the implementation of administrative management activity on a regular basis. C, finance. Make a financial accountability report. Number 2, make a proposal for routine expenditure needs. Number 3, record our routine finance, salaries, income, and expense. Number 4, take a save routine funds. Number 5, coordinate and carry out organizational or agency activities. Number 6, help with commit bookkeeping. Next, C, facility or infrastructure. Number 1, service use of good inventories. Number 2, periodic inventory report. Number 3, report incoming and damaged items. Number 4, store, maintain, and repair inventory item. Number 5, make a list of inventory item for each room. C, staffing. Number 1, general service personnel administration. Number 2, make report staffing. Number 3, collecting staffing data. Number 4, entering employment data into the employer master book. Number 5, make a decision letter on the division of employer types. Number 6, make a periodic promotion and salary control book. Number 7, make a recapitulation of employer attendance. Next, agenda and archive. Number 1, meeting status report. Number 2, mail service. Number 3, duplicate incoming and outgoing mail. Number 4, save or archive incoming and outgoing mail in file according to letter group or classification. Number 5, archive and maintain document integrity. Next, if in its implementation, the administration carries out the following function. Number 1, information service. Serve employees and customers for those who need various information from the company except for confidence information. Number 2, implementation of finance affairs. Carry out the entry and exit of office finance and management of office finance. Number 3, coordination of planning, evaluation of program and budget, as well as reports. Number 4, organizational arrangement and management. Number 5, managing personal affairs, or what is known as personal management, which means being responsible for the employer database, payroll, and other benefit payment. This includes employer loads, attendance, recording annual leave, billing document, and recruitment. Number 6, implementation of administrative affairs, household equipment, and property management of organization or agency. Next, office layout. Definition. Office layout is arrangement or of furniture, machine, and so on the available space. According to Littlefeld and Peterson, office layout might be defined as the arrangement of furniture and equipment within available space. Next, the purpose of the arrangement of office space. Number 1, profit at optimum convenience for the flow of communication and workflow. Number 2, provide good working condition for each people. Number 3, facilitate supervision so that manager can see staff at work. Number 4, make good use of the entry room. Number 5, separating work that sound loud, rowdy, and distant from silent work. Number 6, avoid each other disturbing between employees and employees other. Next, basic principle of office layout. According to Richard Mutter, there are four principles of office interior layout. The four principles must be interrelated, complementary to create a neat and orderly office space atmosphere. Number one, shortest distance principle. Change in office layout in this principle means to arrange table with no space between table to with the so that the movement between employees can be faster. The distance between table or unit that are far apart will result in the needs for several steps to reach another table compared to the distance of a table that is not too width. Number two, the principle of the work chain. Principle of claimants of employer and equipment according to the order of work make work faster and less make willing about other employees because the arrangement the table is coherent or ordinary. Number three, the principle of using the room. What it means is that there is no room or R4 space that not utilized. If there is a empty room, then you can put plants, decoration, free rooms, and so on. This making the room more comfortable and beautiful. Number four, the principle of changing the composition of the workplace. This principle is possible if there is an office development is good work and administrative staff space and be changed daily and quickly. Next, office layout shapes. Number one, and close layout. The arrangement of the space to work is divided into some parts. The advent in worker moral or staff stay awake, confidence work stay awake, avoid distraction from one worker to another order. The leader will be calmer in carry out their duties because they are not disturbed by the activities of the employees. This disadvantage is that supervision is more difficult to carry out because it is hindered by insulation, difficult for light to enter, and difficult for air to circulate, so the atmosphere is more stuffing and sultry. Number two, open space layout. Shared space only 1,5 meter high. Advantage of semi-office space close is to maintain work privacy. Thus, semi-enclosed office space is change of flats more hard to do. This to consider in finding the physical building of office in the location. They said that important factors that needs attention are environment factors. If the version of an office is not desired by society, office cannot last long a will eventually. Number five, factory affecting spatial planning. I like planning big color planning, C, air planning, D, sound planning. Next. Thank you.